All right, I'm live. Came on a minute early. Boy, what a day. This is Rant and Randy's Rant, the True Patriots group, uh, for a Tuesday, baby. And let me just go down through some of the shit that's going on. Boy, howdy. I mean, a shitload of new texts, over 2,300 texts to Mark Meadows, ranging from shot uh, to plotting on blaming Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Names like, and this is familiar if you were watching back when Chris Cuomo had a show, he used to have Jason Miller on, and turns out he was doing a lot of this figuring out who to blame after the insurrection happened. Jason Miller, I remember him well. He was always the opposite. That was the problem with Chris Cuomo, was too willing to kind of side with him before he got canned from CNN. Uh, Bombshell. Marjorie Taylor Greene, January 17th, 2021, texting Meadows about calling for martial law, spelled it wrong, like the Marshall Plan after World War II. Uh, and then her court response, uh, I don't recall and I don't remember. Who's that sound like? Kind of sounds like this orange asshole right here. That's what he always, I don't recall, I don't remember. Oh, I also will mention I'm trying to get in touch with Verizon. I'm also trying to get in touch with Consumer Cellular. Uh, I will be joining AARP at any time now. I just got to figure out how the whole thing works. I'm going to pay for a phone up front when I do that so that I can get things together and get back out here on Facebook. As I have stated before, there is no way that I can do it on either of the computers. And it's not going to work until I can get a cell phone, then I can get another email address. They give you an error code, but I know what it means. It means you don't have a mobile phone, and we are not going to give you a email address until you do so. And breaking yesterday, Russia is shelling eastern uh, Moldova. If you remember that country, I don't know whether they have a prime minister or a president, but that's the man that Donnie shoved out of the way. Let me get out front. I'm more important than you at G7. I believe that's where he shoved him out of the way to get his big fat ass on camera. All right, let's move along with this. Like I said, I may have to interrupt this and talk with Verizon if they ever give me a call back. That was a little after 3, and they still working, I guess, with the same customer. Uh, when it comes to that with Moldova, we know who's guilty of that. Putin. As all along, he's not just planning at stopping at Ukraine. He'll take over other countries like Moldova if he can do it. And see, he's still blaming. Now they're threatening with Lavrov. They're threatening about this may cause a nuclear war. Why would he even bring that up? Supposedly, they're winning everything, and Ukraine is killing their own civilians, and now there is a huge grave site outside of Mariupol, So what's that about other than Russians burying civilians they've killed? Uh, and Moldova is about the size, a little bigger than Maryland in the United States. This is a despot, a war criminal, and must be stopped, and stopped now. I'm hoping that NATO will allow Finland and Sweden to be added to NATO. Uh, the way this dictator is acting, he isn't planning on stopping. Uh, and I'm putting some credence to this that I read, and I got absolutely nobody has showed up, even though I told what time I would do this yesterday. If he's going to be stopped, mine's better than mine are saying that it must be within Russia, regardless of what the Russians are being told. Uh, there are those close to him that can and must stop him. By the way, he's killed, probably involved with killing 4 oligarchs since the war began. In New York, and this describes Donald Trump. Donald Trump is contemptuous himself. That's the reason he will be held in contempt. What's going to be interest on this, brothers and sisters, is the RNC going to pay that $10,000 a day uh, for contempt in that case, because Donald's not going to show up, and I can't. If it goes on a couple of months at $10,000 a day, he's looking at $3.5 million. Hello, Carol. All right, I am glad somebody showed up for this. 10,000 a day until he appears, and that was the judge in the case of the uh, uh, oh, never mind. Awesomely bad day for Donnie. And at Donnie's rally in Ohio, he had a pronunciation problem again. He called Truth Social. He kept calling it Truth Central. Then he called it Truth Central. You absolute idiot. You can't say Truth Social. And by the way, that social media run by Devin Nunes is a total failure. Even Fox says it's a failure. And taking in mind, Donnie doesn't even put anything out there. All right. All right. Thank you, Carol. That's just another Trump failure, like his blog only lasted 29 days. Even Fox Spews knows that it's a failure. And Devin Nunes, I'm glad of this, he gave up a job in Congress to lead a Trump failure company. You can't make this shit up, brothers and sisters. The Ford 150 Lightning all electric pickup is being delivered starting today. Meanwhile, Elon Musk is buying Twitter for $44 billion and changing it to a private company to save free speech in this country. Yeah, free speech, my ass. First thing you know, Donnie's going to be back on Twitter. Mark my words. And it's a path to hate speech. And that was when it was public corporation. Under him, I think he may regret doing what he's doing as far as taking on that company. He's going to find out that he lets disinformation take that over, has in the past. He'll have child pornography on there, uh, how to make napalm, etc. And which reminds me, the bipartisan infrastructure bill included 1.9 billion for charging stations all over the country for electric cars and trucks. Musk has Tesla, which is the largest maker of electric vehicles, but yet he's buying Twitter. Doesn't make much sense. But keep in mind, Musk is an oligarch and a part of the fascism I talked about in other shows. And I will keep talking about it. We have to face the fact that the GOP in Congress has no leadership, only followership. Your Marjorie Taylor Greens, your Matt Gaetz, and your Lauren Boebert and Paul Gosar are the leaders for the would-be dictator. They will keep trying for the keep defending the big lie, and with absolutely zero evidence of voter fraud. I hope with the Donald's stupidity, vainness, and smaller rallies, the Republican voters and independents are waking up to the big lie, and that Trump and the top aides encouraged and told the Ellipse rally crowd to fight like hell or you won't have a country. But that wasn't inciting a riot, and even lied to them and said he would walk down to the Capitol with them and sat there and enjoyed what was happening. We must defeat this enemy of the people and democracy at the ballot box in November. And probably now I'm hearing Republicans coming out and saying that they don't think that judge is going to do anything to Marjorie Taylor Greene, and the quickest way is to beat her at the ballot box. An insurrectionist encourager, one that wanted him to look into martial law and apply that. And I'm going to end it at this point. I'll just touch on something. We had Oates pick up Grace today, and she went to Walmart, and she just got back a few minutes ago, and Walmart turned down her debit card. And the driver that brought her back also said that several other ladies' cards got turned down in Walmart today. So now I have got to get on the phone, call the bank. They up our limit on spending on a debit card yesterday. And so I don't know, maybe it's Walmart. They'll be able to give me a closer look by calling the bank and talking with one of their people to find out if it even tried to clear the bank. I've seen this before, not the same kind of circumstances, but I just thought I would fill you in. I'll be at the meeting, but it'll probably be much later on. We got nothing because of that. We got nothing accomplished today. Absolutely zero. So that has to still be done. And I guess I'm gonna have to limp the car over there. At least now I know that if I have to get it towed or whatever, I can afford it. If the bank cards are working. Damn. I absolutely agree, Mary. Walmart sucks, but we've got two places here uh, for groceries and other goods. Walmart's the only one that we've got here for uh, anything like ice trays, uh, pens, which I needed those. So now later on, I'm going to have to get some more pens uh, from Hy-Vee. Uh, also, as far as food, the only other choice in this whole town is Aldi's and Hy-Vee, and that's it. That's all we have here. That's the only places we can go. So I will end this one. I hate for it to always be a complaint. I do have big plans for this show uh, in several different ways, having more camera angles. When I get back on Facebook, there or YouTube, I can edit. And I've noticed that some of the uh, rants by John, that's what's being done. Change camera angles, edit. So, and I can understand. I want to be able to do something like that. I shouldn't have to ramble on for a long time. All right, 420. You can just get your little ass out. I am not going to put up with we don't have any kind of mark on our foreheads. So I know where you're coming from. What, the religious right? Give me an answer to that. Aha. I didn't know about that, Carol. How do I distinguish? The mark of truth is all the bullshit that is coming from the right. 420 is from the right. Why have they made up all these lies about it wasn't an insurrection, it was a riot, it was Antifa? Tell me about that. That's what distinguishes us from other people. I am talking about truth, truth that can be backed up. Lies can't be backed up with facts. It's a fact that there was almost zero voter fraud. Otherwise, where's the evidence? They have checked it over and over again. Oh, all right. Thank you. You made me feel a lot better for trying 2020 insanity now. Uh, and I'm glad to see somebody else out there. And I guess to kind of answer your question there, I didn't plan on making this a long one, uh, but the difference is just look at the way uh, everything on the right now is because they call on the Patriots. That's what they were calling on the day of the insurrection. Patriots. Those are not patriots when they were trying to, because of Donald Trump, they were trying to overthrow our government and make him, hell, what, a dictator? And that's what it amounts to. He incited those people. You better fight for your country or you won't have one, and then lied to them and said he would walk down with them, where he sat his fat ass down and watched it and enjoyed it for hours on TV and did nothing. That's the difference between a false patriot and a true patriot. True patriots want to keep our democracy. The fake patriots or the false patriots, the difference is they want an authoritarian leader, a dictator like a Putin. Why did he always side with Putin? Why can he not even today say anything bad about Putin? Because that's what he wants to be like. Just look at the fact he was surrounded in his cabinet by oligarchs, just like Putin. All right, that's about all I got today. And I will let you go with peace, resist, persist, and insist. Democrats, Republicans, and independent voters must ensure with a blue wave that the select committee finish its work and the country remains a democracy, brothers and sisters. And I'll see you later on down in the comments. Go ahead and like. If you're new here, like 420, subscribe. I like having a little debate and finding out that, yes, it is somebody on our side or thinking like we are. And also, as always, share this shit. I'll see you later on. Later on at the meeting, I'll drop in. Have a good one and help me help us all share this shit. Thank you.